Well, today, everybody, in this video, I'm going to sit down with you all and tell the story of my Gibson Les Paul Gold top. The reason why I'm making this video is because, one, this guitar looks fucking awesome, but two, my last video that I posted just a few days ago, I'll put it down below in the description and the pinned comment, but it was a really in-depth theory lesson, and you guys really resonated with it, and I appreciate all your guys' support, and I'm glad you guys learned some stuff talking about modes and, you know, how to write and riff and stuff. Anyway, I used this guitar for that very video, and a lot of the comments were talking about how cool this guitar looks. And not only does it look cool, but it also sounds pretty cool too. Before I tell the story of this thing, be sure to subscribe, man. This channel is absolutely awesome and heavily underrated. I'm going to say it. It's underrated. So let's get this channel boosted up. Hit the subscribe button. It'd mean a lot, all right? So the story with this guitar, a lot of you guys know the story of this guitar, but you might not know that you know. You know? This guitar has probably been on my channel the most and or definitely the longest. So, you guys have seen this guitar for give or take 6 years, ever since 2017 when I first started. This is in fact my 1992 Gibson Les Paul Standard plain top cherry burst. Yes, everybody, and long story short, bro, I f***ing painted it gold. This guitar I had down in Fort Benning, Georgia, man, and the reason why it's now gold is because, like I said, because of the obvious, because I f***ing wanted a gold top, but, you know, I didn't feel like spending $3 grand to get one. But on somewhat of a serious level, if I can pull myself back in here, I love all the, like, super expensive Murphy Lab and, like, R9 customs or whatever the, you know, whatever the f***ing, you know, names are called, bro. But, like, all the guitars that Gibson reissues where they have a cherry burst and then they spray over it with gold, and it's like a gold top refin, and then they like relic it and wear it to where the cherry burst shows through. And a matter of fact, there's like an old video out there, the 10S guitar, you know what I'm talking about? Where like they had the cherry burst gold top, and I love that aesthetic so much. So rather than the Murphy Lab do it for me for 8 grand, or like, you know, get a 10S guitar or, you know, a $3,000 brand new, you know, gold top or whatever, I was just like, shit, dude, I can do that myself. And the last time you guys saw this guitar was, and the last time you guys really saw this guitar that I can really remember was, or where like it was the star of the show, was the Super Distortion pickup video that I did last fall of 2022. And that video is done very well. You guys love the Super Distortion, myself included. And in that video, you could start to see the guitar was starting to naturally relic itself and wear, and the finish was starting to come off from me playing with this guitar, you know, for several years, you know, almost every single day. And in fact, this guitar is like over 30 years old. So I was like, you know what, it's time, man. The original finish is starting to go. Like, this is a perfect opportunity, man. I can always get it refinished down the road, but for right now, let's get that gold top aesthetic look going. So I laid it down in my backyard and I taped it as best as I could. And I just took some spray paint that I got from Lowe's and I just went, spray painted it gold. And so what's cool is like, this is spray paint, so it's not like a super thick coat. And I did this in like May or something like that. And, you know, 7 months of playing it has turned it into like the aesthetic that I like sincerely love. Every time I do a volume swell or do a volume cut, every time I'm playing here where I'm palm muting, like my sweat wears off the spray paint. This one weird finish here, or, you know, finish rubbing right here. A lot of times when I'm teaching lessons, I'll be sitting here talking on Skype and I'll just be having my hand here, I notice, like just chilling like this. And like now it's starting to wear there. There's a pick mark there, etc., where my pinky rests, etc. Like, this guitar like has become so damn cool, and it's relicked, I guess we'll say, but it's not like fake relicking. I did all this shit myself, man. And for anybody who like may be unsure of this guitar, like the headstock already snapped off. I wore through the finish on the back. Like, this thing has been all over my channel so much, and I've played it you know, played it for hundreds of videos. I've had it refretted. I've had like 4 sets of electronics now in it. I think this is the 4th rendition because it had the stock pickups. Then it went EMGs, I believe. Then it went rail hammers. Then it went new pots and the DiMarzio in the bridge. Then it went EMGs again. So like, yeah, I think this is like the 5th incarnation of the electronics. Spoiler alert, this isn't even hooked up. That's not even hooked up. That's just there for filler. I'm just running one bridge and one volume right now, playing old EMG 81. Anyway, man, like I'm Frankensteining the hell out of this guitar and I love it so much. But sticking to the gold top aesthetic, like this thing looks very, very similar to how, you know, very expensive custom shops do it. And the fact that like anybody can do it and it like makes it theirs, I think is way cooler, bro. I didn't spend almost 10 grand to have somebody do this for me. But at the end of the day, it's just a fucking piece of wood. Like, you know, it's just a thing. And if I like it the way it looks now, I'm cool with it. And like I said a couple minutes ago, I can always get it refinished, you know? Who's not to say that I won't get it refinished, like professionally, whatever. But for right now, man, like it's a guitar, man. It's a guitar. For the people who may be like upset that I'm doing something with my own possession, like I think you need to seek therapy first off. But second off, like go spend your 8 to 10 grand and get yours yourself if you don't like the way I did it. You know what I mean? Like who cares? But in all seriousness, if you get upset with somebody doing something to their own instrument and that bothers you, seek help. Just like straight up. And the last time I played this guitar really was when I wrote the song that I played in this video, a song called Kick It, because I say kick it before it, you know, brings out the heavies, right? And that was in like, give or take February, March. And then from there, I put this guitar, you know, to bed, so to speak. And then I painted it. And then now over the last 6 or 7 months, I've been kind of keeping it a secret and playing it like every single day and slowly but surely sprinkling it into some videos. And look at it now, dude, you know, like it's got that look that I've been, you know, drooling over ever since, you know, like 2017 when I first saw it. So everybody, that's the story of my gold top Gibson Les Paul Standard. Did it myself, man. You ain't got to spend a ton of money to get it to look like this. So be sure to subscribe on your way out the door. I really sincerely appreciate it. I'm out of here. See you guys in the next video.